Hi everyone, Melissa from Fresh Blooming Clothing back, and I have my husband.
Hi Bloomies, you were so nice in saying that you like to see videos with me in, so I'm so happy to be back.
Did you want to tell them your name?
Oh, my name is Bear, B-A-R-E, and it's just short for Barry. So, and my girl always feels the need to explain that to people, so I knew she probably would if I didn't.
Because the way he explains it is, my name is Bear, like naked.
Yeah, well, you can. That's going to put a nice image in your head. You're going to remember me, right? You're going to be like, hey,
I'm sure they'll remember.
that dude there's name is the same as Naked. I'm going to remember him. Not to mention I'm a giant person as well.
So I had to pick up the taxes this morning, and we owe money, of course. And then I went to my very favorite thrift store. It's a community thrift store on that same street. And they have volunteers, and one guy manages it, and I get stockings, used stockings from there normally, but they didn't have any for me today. And I did pick up some other stuff, which you haven't seen.
I haven't seen it. Normally I get to see it when she brings it home and lays it all out, but now...
It's so good to look at everything twice.
Well, it's not so good. I like doing it. It's fun.
So sweet.
Yeah, it's fun. But it is. But anyways, now this will be better because of the surprise effect that we'll share with all of you Blues.
So I guess I'll just grab a random bag.
Okay. Yeah,
okay, random bag.
Just like you do when you come home.
Random bag. I have five bags.
Sometimes when you come home, though, you have something special that you really liked at the end. You know, like,
yes.
Oh, so.
Oh, yeah, no, I won't be able to do that.
Well, unless you know where it is.
Yeah, probably not.
Just not show it to you to the end.
Okay. The first piece is this vase. Okay. And it was $1.
And for all of you that said this vase for all of your lives until you met this lovely creature, I would say this is I know that you purchased this because you think it's worth some money, or worth more than $1 at least.
Yeah.
So, but to me, like if that was at a yard sale for $0.25, I would never pick that.
You wouldn't have purchased it. On the bottom, it has some markings. It was made in Japan in the 80s. And for $1, the colors are kind of bright and rainbowy. You have to like get close and then do that. There we go. And this aesthetic is very much back in, like the rainbows and stuff. So that would be a cool piece.
Well, I personally happen to know one wonderful, loving soul that was created in 1980.
That was.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, these are vintage t-shirts. So they had lavender tags, purple tags, 75% off. But this one's not 75% off.
Okay.
So it's from probably the 90s. It has Taz on it. Oh, it's definitely from the 90s. It's dated 1996.
Well, does that, just because that's dated 96, does that mean the shirt is from then too?
Usually the screen print is the date, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, the only thing obviously I know about is Cleveland Indians, or the baseball team. So some of my friends still live in Ohio and are huge Indians fans. So
yeah.
But I wouldn't know that it would be worth anything again.
I paid $3 for this.
Really?
Yeah. And the reason I paid $3 is because Taz is a very big part of the 90s.
Oh, okay.
And he's trending right now.
Sure.
So I think we should be able to get like 10, 15 bucks out of it.
Ironically, we're under a tornado watch, and you're talking about Taz. That was his thing.
Ha! We are under a tornado watch.
Yeah.
There's like lightning and thunder in the background, which you can't see. Next one, I'm going to show them first.
No, that's right.
Another t-shirt. This one is black, navy blue. Blue.
That one is blue.
Also $3. Atlanta Braves.
And again, we know that this is like from the 90s because of that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that this is somewhat valuable because are they allowed to use this Braves Tomahawk because of the political correctness thing anymore?
Yeah, I'm guessing this is an older logo.
Yeah. So is that why you think that it's worth something because of that?
Yeah, I think it's probably worth about $15 or so.
But what makes it worth that? That's what I'm asking. You said
being
the last
from
one was
the 90s.
Taz. Oh, just being from the 90s.
Yeah, and people are like sports.
Okay.
We not so much, but people do.
Yeah.
I don't pick up a lot of t-shirts just because I can't find a lot, and I don't know a lot about vintage t-shirts. Now, this was for you.
Okay.
But if you don't like it, I understand. All it is a giant 4X
Okay.
cotton pocket t-shirt. Brand new.
Is it all cotton?
It is all cotton. Feel it too.
Yeah, that's why it's like, it doesn't feel like cotton. It feels
Well,
like
you have a heavy cotton.
sheet cotton. There's like sheet stuff. Well, this is something I could try on later.
I'll try it on later. But you're a size like 2X. You're probably more like a 1X, let's be honest. Because you wear things really big.
Well, yeah, so, okay.
Okay.
We're not going down that rabbit hole. Come on now. You know, to me, if the thing is really big, that's how it fits. But
Yeah.
you're saying when it fits, if you put something on me that you say, oh, that fits, I'll be like, get this piece of binding
too
skin
tight.
off of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is a 4X. So I thought, yeah.
So I'll try it on
You
later.
have like, how many t-shirts do you have like this in your closet, do you think?
Well, the only ones I have with sleeves are just ones that are brand new that haven't been cut off yet.
Yeah, but how many like this?
Oh, 12? You think? Something like
I think double that, and that's close.
No, really?
Yeah.
You think I have 24 t-shirts?
Yeah. Go count right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'll edit it out.
Oh, man.
Count the ones with the sleeves too, because I'll cut sleeves off. Those aren't being worn.
Okay.
We are just gonna wait for him to count his t-shirts and realize I'm right. It's really windy out. We have a tornado watch and other watches. I forget what they are. Thunderstorm, rip current.
Okay, counting the one I have on, 13.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You have some in the wash though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so you want to count another? So it'd be maybe
No, and those are the
15?
ones with and without the sleeves?
Yes.
Oh.
So 15 maybe, so
He was right. He was closer.
so we don't care.
We don't care. It's not a game. Here is another t-shirt. This one was 75% off, so it was 75 cents.
So initially it was
$3.
$3.
So cut that in half and it's $1.50, and then cut that in half again, it's 75 cents.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one is Pima cotton made in Peru, which is why I picked it up. It's a really soft cotton. Feel it.
Yeah, I would not like that kind of cotton.
You would not. It's too smooth and soft for you.
It's clean.
Yeah. The brand is 47. I don't know what it is, but this guy is holding something that says Tulane.
Well, that's a college.
Oh, it's a college.
I think so.
I'm sure
I think
you're
Tulane's
right.
a college, yes. And that's obviously the mascot.
Oh.
And that's, you know what this is, they shout
Yeah,
to the
bullhorn.
cheerleaders? No.
Oh.
That's mostly cheerleaders just have a cone, just an open cone. It's not a bullhorn. A bullhorn's actually thing you with the trigger and it's
Trigger.
amplified.
Okay. So I have no idea what these vintage t-shirts are going to go for, but 75 cents. Thought we'd take a shot. This one I like a lot. Here we go.
The part where she looks around the thing is always the cutest part to me when I watch it. I always like, oh, it's so cute how you're like,
I don't have to see if it's coming
I know.
up on the screen.
That's fun though. They'll love it too.
Okay, thanks. What do you think?
Oh, it's very cowboy-y. Is this some person in particular, do we think? Or just a...
It looks like it, right?
Right, yeah, it looks like it's like from a movie or something.
It does. The label is The Mountain, dyed and printed in the USA.
Now this cotton feels a little better.
This is cotton, and it's
But it's
dyed
not,
and printed in the USA.
but it's not like clingy like that other stuff.
No, Pima cotton is a softer cotton. This is
Pima.
real cotton.
Pima cotton? Mm-hmm. P-I-M-A.
You got it.
Okay. Is that like the certain kind of sheep that it's used to make the cotton? Or is that what cotton comes from?
No, cotton comes from cotton.
Oh, the cotton comes from the tree. It's planted. Okay. So, but I'm saying that's the
the
name.
cotton sheep.
That's the name of the plant. The
Yes.
Pima plant.
I'm sure it's a
Pima.
specific
Okay.
kind of cotton.
Okay.
Yeah.
I seriously would ask this question even if we weren't filming. I seriously would
You
ask her
would?
those questions.
He's really good with asking questions. And I paid $3 for this. And I'm going to price this one maybe $20.
Okay.
It's cool.
It is cool.
Sandy Lions stickers. They are gold stars, and this was 50 cents, but it was 75% off, so I paid 13 cents.
I am not above getting a sticker for something I've done well. In there so feel free to, if like I've done something well.
I thought I would put them in my niece's box and maybe carry, right now I have Winnie the Pooh stickers in my purse, but I might add some of these as well. These are for me. They are Michael Kors, Michael Kors size 10. They were $4, but purple tags, so they were $1.
So this Michael has 2 first names?
No.
No, I'm serious. Like, why did you say Michael Kors?
Well,
instead of just Michael...
regular brand is Michael Kors. That's like his
oh, that's
brand.
His top brand. No,
not top brand, but yeah.
All right.
The lower brand is called Michael Kors.
So you get an extra Michael if you're a lower brand. Is that the deal?
Yeah, and then they have one that's just called Kors. Like the Kors is in bigger. It's Michael Kors.
So Kors is better? Kors is better.
That's a vintage label.
Kors is better than Michael.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You're learning.
I am. I won't, probably, well, I might remember some of it. But.
I'm going to open this guy. He was $10. Kind of have to do one of these so the camera focuses. He is a G.I. Joe, and he has all of his original little things. And he's very bendy. I think he's from the 80s, but I'm not sure. G.I. Joes have a big following. Yeah.
Why? Why do G.I. Joes have a big following? Like, who likes G.I. Joes? Who's buying a G.I. Joe?
Probably somebody who played with this as a child and wants to get that nostalgia.
Nostalgia, okay. Sure.
Or somebody who now has a child and wants to introduce, like...
Oh, this is what Daddy played with or something.
Yeah,
like
possibly. Yeah. But the snaps are metal, so he might even be older than the 80s. I have to do some research. But he had every piece of equipment he originally came with.
Well, he's aging well, I must say. He's from the 80s.
He's still got his arms. Hey, I'm from the 80s.
Well, and you're aging beautifully.
Thank you.
Yes, that's true.
Next one. I was so excited for this. Oh, I should show them. Is it okay I show them first?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Okay, so they wanted $6, but it was a purple label, so half off. Half is $1.50. And this is a Sony battery for a camera.
Just a regular camera like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually have a battery that looks very similar to this. And I know from wanting a second battery that batteries are pricey, and this is a little bit of an older style. Okay. So I didn't look this up, but this really could bring like $10 to $15, maybe even more.
Okay.
Then we got a bunch of modeling clay. Somebody donated all of their modeling clay, and it's brand new. So
when you said this is like, is this the same as Play-Doh? When you say modeling clay, but it feels harder.
Yeah, it is harder. Clay is harder than Play-Doh.
I'm sorry, but I'm still not satisfied with the amount of information I got about the clay. I'm sorry, seriously. Because is this just like old style Play-Doh, or is this something different than Play-Doh?
Play-Doh has been around for a while. Clay doesn't dry out.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. This is older than Play-Doh.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
This is old modeling clay.
Right.
It's probably from, I'm going to guess, the 70s, 80s, just based on the colors.
Okay, but Play-Doh was around at that time, right?
Oh, definitely. Clay is something a little bit
just a little different.
Different.
But it's still basically the same thing, except it's like
it's harder.
Harder and heavier.
It's much harder. Right. And it'll hold a shape. Play-Doh is like really soft.
Yeah, but the reason I was asking because I thought maybe this was like, oh, this is a 50s, 60s toy that now we've improved on. We have Play-Doh, so you don't need this really hard, crappy stuff anymore.
Yeah, no, people still like clay.
Okay, good.
Okay, so all of this was $1.50.
Okay.
Then we got some Rubik's Cubes, which I've been playing with my niece's Rubik's Cube that I'm going to send her in a box. And I got two sides.
Yeah, I'm trying to, or is this something that you would be good at? You know what I mean?
I surprisingly was decent at it. I
Well,
wasn't
because
putting
you're
too much.
very mathematical.
I'm very pattern. I'm
Yes, so I'm saying,
tactile
is this something
patterns.
that would be in your favor or not?
Possibly.
Because you see
I'm
those
glad
guys
to
on
play that.
YouTube that do
Yeah,
it like
I'll probably not be like that.
No, I know, but I'm just like I've never gotten more than like one side or something
Aw.
ever in my life.
I bet you could though. Okay, so this is from the 80s, and it comes with 2 of the 80s Rubik's Cubes, and they're all done. Let's pretend we did them.
Oh, watch how quick I can do this. Whoa. All right.
But I'm really excited because the one I was playing with was the mini one, and it got stuck a lot,
Yeah.
so it was getting hard to, but I was having a lot of fun. Okay, so that's what I got with that. And how much did they want for that? They wanted $1.50, $1.50 for that.
When this says the solution, does that mean there's actually a way to do this correctly?
Of course. There's let's say 10 different moves, and if you master those 10 moves, you can apply them to the...
Well, that puts a whole new light on a Rubik's Cube for me. I gotta tell you. I thought it was just you just keep twisting and turning, and eventually some guys get it and some guys don't.
No.
See, I didn't know that.
No, there's definitely, if they're showing, if you need to get this one here, these are the steps you go about doing that.
Okay. Now, I mean, shout out to my buddy Gary in Pennsylvania. I'm sure he's watching this video. But him and I used to have patterns for Pac-Man.
Yes.
We were really good at Pac-Man because we knew the pattern. Okay, but I didn't know that Rubik's. I mean, you would
Same
think.
thing.
Why wouldn't I know that that has a pattern to it? That's really dumb. I feel really
No,
dumb now.
it's not dumb.
No, I mean I knew there was a pattern to Pac-Man, but I didn't
Yeah.
know there was a pattern to Rubik's Cube. Really?
Well,
That doesn't make
probably
sense.
if you came in contact with one, people were just trying to do
Well,
it.
I'm wondering too if it's a three-dimensional thing for me because Pac-Man's, I mean, it's flat and
It is?
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
one-dimensional.
Sure, this is three-dimensional.
That might do something that my brain's not capable.
I bet you it is.
I don't know.
Okay, so there's that. Then we have more toys. We have lots of trolls. You did know what those were. Good job. And these were $1 for 5. I was really excited about these, and I can't open them. Open that for me, and
Okay.
I'll open the next one.
All right, I can do the
And then they wanted, this 5 has $1.50.
I see why you passed this job off on me.
We're just gonna
Okay,
do
yeah.
one of those.
We hate to sacrifice this zipped back.
I know.
That's the only thing.
Okay. Now these are all older trolls, and some of them have the good mark. So this one, you can see the older trolls. Get you out of the way there.
No, sorry.
They have a look about them. So there's that one. Then we have this guy. He's probably a little bit newer.
Am I helping her?
You're good. You're helping.
All right.
Let's see if this one has it. I have to figure out dates, but he's got a gemstone in his tummy. This one's definitely older, and this is the really good one. So what you're looking for is the marking on the foot. I don't know if that's gonna zoom in. I'll try to put a picture in. And it says DAM, and then the date. So this is 1986. So he might go for like $20, $30.
Is DAM the creator of this?
Initials, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's another one with the gems, so I'll lot up the gem ones. Does this one have a gem? Nope. This one also has a DAM marking, but the marking is stamped. The other one actually was like carved into the foot. So she's a little purple one. We have a pink one. The eyes on this one are really pretty. I'm just gonna go faster. Another pink one. I'll probably lot up the ones that I know don't really have that much of a following. Just took this one's shoes off, but she's got a little Christmas outfit on. And the last one, he's like a hip hop star or something. Okay, let's see. He needs his shoes off too. I think I got another bag of these. Okay, so far all of these trolls were $2.50. But more trolls are coming.
Now when you say new, old trolls, are there new, they're still making trolls?
They are still making trolls.
Okay.
Actually, there was just a troll movie.
Oh yes, yes, I did see that advertised. Yes.
Are you? Yeah. So Tima, my niece, was really into that troll movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that look like somebody carved their name into the bottom, that DAM, are worth the most. And I'm gonna say I might be able to get, like I said, $20, $30 or more.
Now, do you think? Oh, this doesn't matter. But do you think that the mold that made these special ones had that in, or do you think they just made them and then carved it later?
I don't know. It looks hand carved.
Okay.
I really don't know. I don't know much about trolls. That was all of my troll knowledge.
Well, I mean, they have to be a mold made and they're poured with, since they're plastic or something, so there has to be a mold.
That makes sense.
They're pouring it.
Okay, got a little troll posse there. Next up is a lot of G.I. Joe clothes. This was $5 for this small bag. And I looked at them and they have the metal snaps. So these are older G.I. Joe clothes. Hey, look.
Nah, I don't think it'll fit me.
So what you're looking for, in my very non-professional opinion, are the metal snaps. And this has all of the hardware. There's like multiple jackets, boots. So I'm just gonna leave them in there. There's a little safari hat. And I'll list all this stuff in a lot.
So apparently Goodwill, or this thrift store, knows enough to know that those are worth a little bit of something.
Yeah.
That's
This is the community thrift store. This is where that lady with the seeing eye dog works.
Yeah, one of the places I've
Yeah.
seen it. Yes.
So we cleared the table, got something to drink, and we're back. So the next bag, I will show you these first. Tell me what you think about them.
Well, first of all, no reasonable man on the planet is going to object to high heels.
Okay.
I'm sorry, they're cool. So, yeah, that's kind of a little too funky for me, I think. But the heels are cool, so.
Little retro style?
Yes, yes. I like that they're closed in.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the people looking at this recognize this brand, but I know you've probably not heard of it.
Oh, can't say I have.
So how much do you think they retailed for?
Well, I've heard of London, so, you know. How much do these retail for?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is real leather, I take it at least.
It is.
Yeah, so, $149.
That's probably very close.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I might get $50 to $60 for them. They're a smaller size, which never is the best thing, but I think they're still a size 7, which is a fairly popular size. They're a 38, so it's about a 7.
But I mean, you know that the only reason I even guess that high is because
I prompted you to
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, but if I was walking through Goodwill and saw those, I would just think they were another high heels that somebody donated, and they're worth the $3 that's on them.
Yeah, so I paid $3, and I'm probably going to price these around 50 or 60. So, good find. Next up, okay, now everybody knows what kind of plate that is, so now you can tell me your thoughts. It's
Well,
pretty, right?
first of all, it reminds me of something my grandma Bracken would have had.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
She would have something like that. And so I know it's old. That's all I would know about it. And am I guessing what it might be worth now?
Yeah, turn it over and read the label.
Okay.
Maybe it'll... I don't know if I know what it's worth now.
What does that say? I mean, tell me.
I'm going to get the name wrong. I think it's Limoges, France.
Yeah, that didn't help me at all.
Okay.
Except that I know it's an old plate from France now. So,
Okay.
So currently, I'm going to say it's worth $15.
You might be right.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I looked up, this is hand-painted gold on the Limoges plate, and it was made in France, and I paid $4, which is pricey for me to pay. but they were going for like maybe 30 to 50. Some were going for 10, 15. I couldn't determine, but it is such a pretty plate.
Well, if our next posting has Rum Point in the background, you know that it was worth considerably more than that.
Is that your favorite place on earth?
I don't know. It's this place we always talk about. We'd probably go back to. That's the one place that we can think of that has a beach that's just a touch above ours, just a touch.
Yeah, we live on one of the nicest beaches. We live
Really
next
blessed.
to Anna Maria Island,
Yeah.
which if you haven't seen Anna Maria Island in person, you should Google it because it's white sand, it's Caribbean blue, it's so pretty.
You can get up to my neck and still see the bottom sometimes.
Yeah, it's
very
really clear.
Yeah.
But Rum Point is on the Cayman Island, and yeah, we drove around and that was a pretty good beach.
Yeah, well, it was actually, the beach itself wasn't as nice as ours because it was a little more crowded and touristy and stuff. But the actual water was, yes, it was really, it was like coming out of your faucet clear.
Yeah, it was really clear. It was beautiful. And let's give you, hey, we have more clay.
Well, you can't have enough of that.
$1.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll sell this clay. I have to look up what vintage clay goes for.
Is this stuff toxic?
I probably. Why?
Well, I mean, that is one of the things, like with old...
No, it says non-toxic.
Well, with old toys, sometimes they're like, they painted kids with lead paint and whatever. You know what I mean? You hear stories about that. So I thought maybe that was one of the reasons it was worth money too, because if it was toxic, obviously you can't just...
I have no idea.
But that's non-toxic, so we're good.
Non-toxic.
I would really have a question about the non-hardening part, however.
I know it's still soft.
Wow. Yeah, barely.
Well, clay is hard to work with.
I appreciate you sticking up for the clay set. Here, let me put it up here again so everybody can see. We're good with this clay set.
More trolls. So this 5-piece was also $1.50. So for all the trolls, we paid $4. Oh, I can do it.
I was getting out of your room. I was giving you room.
Okay. So this one is also carved with a DAM. So this one's worth a little bit of money too. And I don't think you'll be able to see the carving. But there we go.
In between, I would like to point out also that this is the exact size as a pound of bacon. That's what it looks like.
That's how we're measuring our clay?
That's what it looks like, right?
Okay.
Looks like a pound of bacon.
Okay, this one also has the carving. So that's our 4th now, which is exciting. This one also does. We're on a roll here.
Well, I appreciate it being accompanied by a melody.
This one does not, but he has skis and it says born to ski. Look, he's got a little pudgy belly.
He's cute, but
really
if you don't have the mark, dude.
He has a mark too. Okay, so what was that? 5, 6?
4 that has the mark, and he's.
And then the other 2, I think, though. So I have like 6 of these that have the mark, and like I said, I really have to do some research, but the marked ones look like they were going
Hey,
for
I have to send my Johnny the link to this so you can watch. Hey, my Johnny, this is for you. It says born to ski. My Johnny's a born to ski troll.
Yep. Okay, so we'll line those up, and they can creepily scare us from afar. Right?
Except for the born to ski guy, he's really cute.
He's kind of cute. Now some clothes. These are a black pair of cashmere blend Vince joggers. They have cashmere and they're lined in, I don't know if this is real leather or vegan leather. Small size, excellent condition. I paid $3.50 for them.
Okay, once again, I have a question. What is vegan leather?
Fake leather.
Okay, so it's just synthetics or whatever is made on. Okay.
Yeah.
So they call it vegan leather to make people feel better that it's not from actual. They're trying to make them feel good about their.
I think actually it used to just be called faux leather or just like polyurethane.
Yes.
And now like to sound more high class.
Right. That's what I was.
This is vegan leather.
That's exactly what I was getting at.
Yep.
I did. Didn't explain it nearly as clearly as she did.
I'm sure he did.
That is what I meant. Okay, so I know these are some sort of fancy jogging things. Now, I've asked you this question before. Is this something the Kardashians, for example, would wear?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Khloe Kardashian has worn Vince joggers before.
Okay. Now, armed with that knowledge, I'm going to say these are worth, $40.
Yeah, I might get $40, maybe a little bit more for them.
Yay me.
Yeah, they probably would have retailed, since they're cashmere, for maybe $600 or so.
Yeah.
So Vince is kind of hit or miss, the brand.
Okay.
But yeah, good call.
But seriously, once again, if I may boast about you just a little bit. Seriously, I mean, what's amazing about this is this is just one thing. Just one thing that out of all the stuff that you bring in, and you have to have, not that you know everything exactly, but you have to have some sort of idea. The amount of knowledge that's in your brain is amazing.
It is.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, your brain is amazing.
Unusable knowledge
Yes.
for the most part. If I had any other job besides eBay,
That's not true.
This would
She's
all.
a genius and she loves people, so
I do
it's
love
all good.
people. Okay, so here's the next label, and then I'll let you try to pronounce it. Ha, that's fun.
All right.
This is one of the newer labels from this line. I've never seen this label before. And it's got kind of a green, but a little bit of...
Kind of a green?
Well, it's like green and yellow woven. It's
Oh.
a very tight knit, and it's got all the buttons. It's a
I would say
cardigan,
the yellow
obviously.
so tightly woven that I can't see anything but green.
Yeah, it's got a little spot here.
Oh, well, here I see some green on this.
Yellow. You see?
Or yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Back with the green. Misuk. Is it?
I have no idea.
Okay. But
Misuk?
Misuk, yeah.
Misuk?
But
Yeah.
but either way, is it
Okay.
either one of those, how we pronounce it, still going to be some European word or something? Would you think?
don't think it's from Europe. It was made in China. I think it's American.
Well, that's what I meant. I didn't
Oh.
really want to say, it's like Chinese or Japanese, because
Oh.
is that?
Oh, I don't know what the word Misuk is from.
No, but it sounds like. Does it sound? See, I didn't.
It sounds exotic.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's
Is that what you're getting at?
Yes, I was just so hard to be. I didn't want to make me sound
Racist.
racial or anything.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a Chinese or Japanese name.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I pronounced it right, but I don't. When you pronounce it, I don't see any other way to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
Moving on.
I paid $3.50 for it. And what do you think I'm going to be able to get up for it? It does have a spot, but I should be able to get that
$12.
up. No, much higher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, but you just told me you had no idea who this is.
No, I know. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
I know the label.
Oh, okay. You know the label. Okay, so you at least know it's some fancy designer.
It's a good, solid designer.
Okay. All right. Now I'm a little bit more paranoid about how I was pronouncing this because this is an actual person. It's design. That's right.
I don't know if it's a person. I'm assuming it's a person's
Okay.
last name, but
Okay,
I don't know.
$45. That's
Probably closer to that.
my final offer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's a newer style. It's a tunic length. It's got black. Anytime something has black in it to match black pants, that's good.
Well, I like the term tunic length
Oh, thank you.
because I knew what that meant.
Oh, yes. Okay, my big find.
Oh.
We really needed scissors. I keep buying scissors from the Dollar Tree and they keep breaking.
Well.
We're down to one pair of scissors.
We're not sure we can actually really blame the Dollar Tree scissors all that
You
much,
think it's
right?
me?
Well, I mean, I haven't known anyone to go through quite as many pair of scissors, but in fairness,
I'm
you do
not
open a lot of
strong.
you open a lot of things.
Yeah.
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 But,
These were stainless steel. They were $2.
Hey,
But they saved me from going to Walmart and getting scissors. So
good.
don't they feel nice?
Yes,
And they're blue.
they feel a little more sturdy. Yes.
They do feel sturdy.
Good luck, scissors.
Okay. This is our next. I have 3 of these. These are brand new. Men's 5.5 through 7, women's 6.5 through 8. And they are insoles by the company Superfeet. So they're all the same size, a little bit of a different style, but I have 3 pairs, which I paid $1 a piece for.
Well, I do know a little bit about these because I use a type of insole in on my New Balance, so I know. I mean, they're at least worth probably $5 to $7 a pair. I would think. That's my guess.
They're listed for about $40 to $50.
Really? Now, is there something that's extra special about these?
I think these in particular have the wool. This is merino wool.
It's what kind of wool?
Merino. That's
Merino. That's a cool wool, man. I gotta tell you, merino wool.
Yeah.
Seriously, what is merino wool?
Merino wool is just a different form of wool.
That's another plant. That's a merino plant. There's a plant named merino.
No, wool comes from a sheep.
I screwed that up before. Because there's a plant named to that other thing we were talking about. Yeah. So now we're back to sheep. So
yeah, so it's a sheep.
So this is what kind of wool?
Merino.
Merino. So the sheep is that brand of sheep to make this particular wool?
It's a type of sheep, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it's called the merino sheep, but there's a type of sheep that produces merino.
That would be a cool name for a sheep, though.
Yeah.
The merino sheep.
Okay, so that pair will probably be listed for maybe $30. These obviously look a little different. They're more streamlined.
But I'm saying, are these supposed to be really good, or is it because someone special designed them?
I think they're really good.
Okay. All right.
They have really good reviews.
Because what do we pay for those ones that I get?
Timberland ones, probably about $20.
Oh, okay.
Yours are such a big size.
Yes.
Because you have giant feet.
Well, I don't have giant feet for being 6'6", but
he has a size 13 4E.
Yeah.
So you determine if that's a giant
well,
feet.
that's pretty big. That's pretty big.
Yeah. And next bag. Okay. So this is Forever 21.
I've heard of that.
Have you?
Yes.
Let's put the rest of the stuff down. It is a very long sheer, I'm sure it was meant to be a dress or a piece of lingerie, and the slip is missing because the whole thing is sheer.
You think this was meant to be a dress?
Yes, but the slip was missing. There's like an inner piece, like a separate slip.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you couldn't see straight through it then?
Yeah, you can totally see straight through this.
Yeah.
But this might be good for festivals. Like people put this kind of stuff over like cut off shorts and a tank top.
Yes.
And I paid 75 cents.
Oh.
So I think I might get 15, 20 bucks out of it.
Yeah, the only question is, is this type of thing here, is the one thing that separates this from being like just a straight up piece of lingerie? You know, like a sexy, for a honeymoon thing or something?
Dresses and lingerie have kind of crossed, so.
Okay. Oh, so it could be either one.
You could really wear it.
That's why I was just wondering why you were sure this was a dress
smocking.
instead of a lingerie.
Well, usually the length and
Okay.
yeah, I'm just
The length
guessing.
makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, it has adjustable straps. Some pieces of lingerie do that, some
Okay.
don't. But there we go.
Right.
Pretty, right?
Yes.
Next up is a piece of maternity wear, which I don't pick up maternity wear very often. This is Isabel Maternity by Ingrid and Isabel. Brand new with tags. I've never heard of this name. I'm guessing they sell it at something like a Target.
Oh.
But it's blue plaid with some pink, and it's got some ties to go around the belly.
So this is a department store item?
Yes.
Albeit higher than Walmart?
Yeah, I'm sure it's like Target.
Yeah. Okay, so
Is it Target? Distributed by Target. It's Target.
Oh.
I paid $3.50.
I'm going to say it's worth the $10.
Probably 20.
Okay.
Do you feel the soft? It's brushed flannel.
Oh yes, I've had shirts like this.
Yeah, you have.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the tunic length.
A
lot of people like that length. I like that length.
Is that a new thing, or is it like saying tunic length, just that part? That's all I'm asking.
That's probably a newer thing.
Okay.
Next label is CP Shades. And this is a really tough label to see when you find a piece of it, because they do the label in the same fabric, which is, I think, one of the only companies I've ever seen do that. Like, They
I know what
take
you're
a
saying.
piece of this
Yeah,
fabric.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so every piece has a different label, almost. And I paid $3.50 for this. This was in the return pile, so somebody tried this on and didn't like it. But what do you think about it?
Once again, this is a department store item, right? Sort of.
It's
not
more
like
of a boutique item.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to say it's worth $30.
Yeah, I'll probably get closer to 50 for it.
Okay.
It's got the high-low and scalloped, so it's like a U-curve, a scalloped curve. And this is linen. This is like a crumpled, lived-in linen. And going into beach season, people like that.
Do all scallops, the back is longer than the front?
No, that's a good question.
Okay.
There's going to be a quiz after this.
No. I hope not. I will fail that.
We're getting there. You didn't sign up to do this.
Yes, I did.
session.
I like
Okay.
this. This is fun. I'm glad it's not over.
Really?
Yes. No, I'm serious.
That's really sweet.
Well, it's not staged. We didn't stage that. That's kind of I kind of feel like. No, but you know that's the truth.
I know.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. I'm glad there's more stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so next up is made in Germany, expressly for Gershre.
For sure, that's not a word.
No, that's totally not the pronunciation. And it's a vest. And it was a purple label, so I paid 75 cents for it.
And we were just watching a show on Netflix called Episodes that had a big deal about vests.
Matt LeBlanc plays a character in Episodes, and he markets a line of vests for like a fake QVC. And they look very similar.
Unfortunately, we're done with that show
I
because
know.
we watched all the episodes.
Oh, it's so good.
We hope more come, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the vest. Let's see. Well, Matt LeBlanc's were $49, weren't they, or something like that?
They were
on the show?
$39.99 on the show.
So I'm gonna say this one's worth $20.
Okay, I looked up this label,
Okay.
and it looked like people were selling items made from, I just sold something, sold from this brand for about $150.
Wow, really?
I don't know that this piece is going to go that high because it's a vest. It has a very Christmas looking print.
Well, what do you mean because it's a vest? What were you seeing selling?
Like dresses, tops, just this
Oh,
brand
okay.
in general.
So you didn't see any vests sold for that.
Correct. So the vest could bring $20. I have no idea.
Okay. All right.
When I'm looking up the thing, as long as like I see they're selling, I usually get it for 75 cents.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Great.
Good. I think it's silk too.
Do you think that something like this is something that would have came with the suit and just somehow got separated, or was this always sold just like this vest?
It's a good question. Do you have the answer for that?
Well, no. I have a guess.
Okay.
My guess is that this belonged to some suit because
Do you think?
not enough of people. You don't see enough people wearing vests in our normal lives.
Well, not in our normal lives
But
because we
who's
shop
normal?
at the thrift store.
Well, who's normal?
This was a German brand. So for like Oktoberfest.
Okay, so that's a fun
Or-
event. So that's not just
yeah.
like an everyday.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So I think it just went with back in the day somebody's suit.
Okay. That could very well be. I got nothing. Okay, so this is one of my better finds. I shouldn't have even said that. Spencer Alexis, and it's 2 pieces. And when I find Spencer Alexis, it's almost exactly this set. I have probably sold this set 4 or 5 times now, like this exact set. And they wanted $6.50.
Okay, well, we know Spencer is somebody because you've already said that.
Spencer
And
Alexis.
Spencer Alexis. Now, my only question is, does the fact that you sold this many times mean that there are many of this exact item out there, and perhaps another item that he didn't make so many of would be worth more?
Spencer Alexis has a very specific look.
Okay.
So they do a lot of 2-piece sets that look exactly like this in the same color.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's very rare to find something that doesn't look like this in Spencer Alexis.
So, but when you say this exact item, do you mean this exact color every time?
Yeah, I've sold a lot of this exact color.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I thought there may be.
This is
a lot
more
of
of like, you're not going to say this, but it's more of like a gray aqua. And sometimes I've sold like more of a green gray. I'm gonna have to get this in the natural light. It's so dark and stormy outside that.
Okay, well anyways, I'm gonna say you paid $6.50 for this?
I did.
I'm gonna say it's worth $25.
I'll probably price it as long as it doesn't have stains, which I looked it over. It doesn't seem to, but you never know. For $84.99.
Wow, it feels like a curtain. It does, right? Isn't that the kind of
It's got the like jacquard brocade thing happening, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. The jacquard brocade. That's what made me say curtains, because like curtains have jacquard brocade, don't they?
Yeah,
brocade. I don't even know what.
It's
I don't
like
know
a
what it is.
damask print, like
Well, again, now we went from jacquard to damask print to what?
damask.
Damask. I still don't know the meaning of what we're talking about. Seriously, what are you talking about? Is what you're saying this stuff
Yes.
here? Okay, so this can
The
this is
florals are
referring.
woven into it a certain way.
Okay, but is this
I do damask.
is this the feeling, or is it the pattern that you're describing as
The
damask?
feeling.
So something that feels like this, you'd say that has a damask.
Usually I would.
Okay. Now the other thing you said. What's the other thing you said?
Brocade.
Okay. What is that referring to? The same
Brocade
thing?
is usually like this, but a little bit of a heavier. Yeah, our camera stops and then we have to start it again. We are on the last bag here.
No. G.I. Joe again, right?
Another G.I. Joe. And another G.I. Joe. I paid $10 and $9 respectively
Now,
for these vintage G.I. Joes.
is G.I. Joe always in the Army? Like, is there a G.I. Joe Air Force and a G.I. Joe Marine?
I don't know enough to
Okay.
know all of that.
It seems to me that,
This guy's cut. Holy cow.
seriously, look at him.
He's got muscles all over the place.
He's getting juiced in the Army or something, G.I. Joe.
I was wondering if they had markings on them. They do. He's from 1988? I think it says 88. I would have to look that up in better light.
Okay. Yeah, but,
That guy has a backpack.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's amazing that the backpack has made it with him all these years, if he's even...
Yeah, right?
Right. And the hat, too, just...
Somebody took really good care of these
Yeah.
G.I. Joes.
So-
I don't know what they're worth. Honestly, I paid $9 and $10. They could be worth $9 and $10.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're worth a little bit more because of the metal snaps and the date. But
This guy's working out at the same gym.
seriously, look at Oh, he's got dog tags on.
So he's in the Army or something.
Yeah.
But again, doesn't
How cutty
the
is-
Air Force and the Navy have tags too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So, just wondered.
Did they just say G.I. Joe?
Okay.
I was wondering if he had a butt date too.
Okay.
He does. 1986. I'm gonna have to put on a pair of glasses. I think he's stamped on them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think they're like 80s, 90s.
Well, I mean,
kind of
he's
thing.
in very good shape for
Yeah.
last.
His clothes have G.I. Joe on them, like
Yeah.
the label.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm a little amazed that he is built as well as he is for the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure the newer dolls are
Yeah.
built that way.
Yeah. I like what he has done here. He's like bleached his hair but left his beard.
All right. Mhm.
Maybe it's dirt.
No, I
Okay.
think he's trying to be cool.
Next piece is this.
Hey, I'm really glad, but didn't you say the last bag was the last one?
This is the last bag. I just keep pulling things
Oh,
out
okay.
of it.
You keep pulling it up. Okay. This is one of those things they use in Olympics to go around on the pole. No.
A ribbon dancer?
Yeah.
Now this has stains and I picked it up anyway and I'm going to let the customer deal with the stains. It's $3.50.
Is this silk?
I believe it is. It's really nice silk.
So it's real
right?
silk?
It's real silk.
Well,
It's made in France.
okay.
It's made in Paris specifically.
Okay.
Silk.
Okay. Well, it feels like stuff that Mom used to have, but Mom would have never had something real. She would have never had real silk. So did
Probably.
they make fake stuff?
Oh sure, satin.
Okay, there you go.
From
That's-
polyester,
That's
yeah.
what Mom would have. Okay, so since this is real silk, I have to go.
It's got spots on it, remember? It's got some major stains.
I would still think it's worth $25.
It's definitely worth $25. Without the spots, this might have brought like $100 to $150. With the spots, I really don't know what it'll do. Have you heard of Saint Laurent?
No.
That was my attempt at pronouncing this.
Well, I appreciated the
Yves Saint Laurent?
attempt at you.
No, that's a very high-end designer.
Okay.
And this is a vintage label. And we're going to let G.I. Joe hold it.
Right. Well, is there now? The spots is like a dry cleaning.
Possibly, I'm not.
But it's not worth it to try because you said it was worth $150 if it was no spots. Well, it wouldn't cost you. It wouldn't cost you.
It wouldn't.
You just don't want bothered with it.
Well, the thing is, I don't have a good dry cleaner. I've tried dry
Okay.
cleaning things before,
Okay.
and the dry cleaner has screwed them up. So I prefer somebody buying this is going to have a dry cleaner already that they trust.
So it's not a simple thing. It's not a definite like, oh, I can absolutely take it to this place. It'll be taken care of. Bring it back.
Correct.
Okay. I got you.
Spanx. These are the leather look stockings, and they are $2 because they put them in the kids section.
And these are like these super tight pants.
They are
right?
super tight pants. They hold you in everywhere. QVC now sells these, and they sell for like $70. They have a very like an oil slick look to them almost without the rainbow, if that makes sense. Does that make sense too?
I'm still trying to determine how.
They're tiny. They're like an extra
fit because
they're an extra small.
Oh, they're an extra small. Okay,
Yeah.
so they're intended to be really tiny.
Really tight.
Okay.
And really
And
tight.
really tight and tiny. Okay.
And they have like a fake leather look, but not really.
Oh, it's not real leather?
Oh no.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to say those are worth $25 too.
Yeah, they might be worth more. I don't know. Okay, last things.
Now, this is the last thing, not the last bag.
Yeah, this is the last things.
Okay.
Aw, did you say oh?
Yes, because I wanted there to be more.
I can just go get stuff out of our own
Yeah,
closet.
right.
Be like, how much is this t-shirt worth? This I paid $2.54 for and $2.54 for. So these were good finds, I think. I know very little about history. But this is some kind of war uniform, right?
Oh, yes. I just don't know how. It's an army because
Is
of
it
the
army?
colors. Yes.
Oh.
That's probably an
got
infantry in the army, but I think that's what it is when it has the guns on it like that. But
Okay.
the only thing I don't know is it really old or is it just a replica?
Oh, it's not a replica. Somebody's name is written in it.
Okay. Because, I mean, if this is from like World War II,
I don't think it is. It's got to be a newer war, right?
well, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, here's the jacket that goes with it. Let's
Right.
see if we can determine.
And that's
anything from
definitely
the
an army jacket. That is absolutely an army jacket.
They had another one there that they wanted $20 for, but it had gold shiny buttons. So I'm gonna look at that next time I go, if it's still there. So this has the red patch. It's like a tomato red. It's really nice. And all the buttons are really nice. Are they metal? Here they are. They might be plastic.
Yeah, that's kind of feel plastic. That's what, see, that is definitely an army jacket. 'Cause
Yeah.
You know Dad had a jacket.
I
like that.
do. Dad's
Okay.
was definitely older.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But if they're, I don't know.
Southern Cleaners. I was trying to clean too.
Yeah. Well, this looks like World War II stuff.
It does.
Because this, I think this means in the infantry, because that's what Dad was in the infantry.
Okay.
Okay. When they show the rifles like that. But my only question is, if this is from then, it's in really good shape. Okay.
It really is.
So if it's not from then, it's just something that's made to look like that.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to affect the price, of course.
Of course. But for $2.50.
Oh, it's absolutely worth a shot
I
for
don't know.
sure.
The belt is very metal.
Yeah.
That's metal. And they have snaps, metal
Metal snaps,
snaps. I don't know. If you know anything about this jacket, let us
That would be
know.
fun to know.
Oh, here. Coat man's wool, serge green with belt, contract number DSA 100% wool, and there's like a little handwritten number on it.
Well, in my mind, contract number's a good sign because
Oh.
this company would have been contracted by the government.
The Army.
You know, to make these jackets.
Isn't this in really good shape though?
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable shape if it's really from then.
It's like feels so crisp.
Yeah.
It's so dark outside.
Yeah.
What is it, like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now?
Yeah.
Right?
It's 3:46, I think.
Yeah. So that was everything. I paid a grand total of $113.29. So I think I did pretty well.
I think you did great. You always do great.
What was your favorite thing? We took so much stuff away, you can't.
Yeah, I can't really remember.
I know. Well, what else do you want to tell the people?
What else do I want to tell people?
Yeah.
Well, how good you are. Should I tell them all that kind of stuff?
Tell them what your favorite food is. How about that?
My favorite food would probably be cheeseburgers.
No, it's not.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it'd be easier if you would just tell them.
Is it Dean's coconut cream pie?
Oh, okay. You went straight to the dessert. Yes, of course. Dean's Diner in Blairsville, Pennsylvania has the best coconut cream pie on the planet. That's absolutely true. It was funny. I was just emailing my Johnny about that.
Really?
Because he said he stopped there one time and that's what they had. And he said, I can't believe you said that. I'm like, well, that's because that's the best pie on the planet. There is no better than that.
And what happens when you drove past?
I could, if I slowed down enough, I could look.
It was on a highway.
It was on a highway. It was on a 4-lane highway. So the speed limit is like 55 or whatever. Maybe a little slower through that.
I have no idea.
But yeah, so if I slowed down, I could look and see if there was any pie in their coolers.
He knew where the pie sat.
I knew where the pie sat.
Hey, your phone's ringing, man.
That's amazing. Who would be calling me?
Somebody who's probably worried that a hurricane and tornado are touching
Should I go
down.
see who it
Yeah,
is?
you might as well.
We can just let you edit this out later.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah, go check it out. Don't knock over the water. See, I'll take care of it. Why not?
I'm home.
Oh.
Why would my phone be on?
Well, just in case. Whoa, we have.
Oh, look at that. Okay, we're still playing?
Would you like to play?
No, I mean, we're still recording.
Yes, it's recording.
Okay, it's recording. Okay. So that is really a lot of rain, and this will be a good go to see how our new drain system that was installed not long ago will work. Mm-hmm. Hopefully it works well, because if not, water will be coming in the lanai and go all over under the rubber mats. The only thing that's in there. That's
Yeah, we're okay past.
There's nothing that can be hurt in there, right?
No.
Okay. All right.
So what else is your favorite? You want me to ask you questions?
Yes. Yes, we can do it like an interview. Yes, that'll be good.
Should I pull up questions?
What do you mean? Can't you just ask me questions being my wife of
I don't know if
15
I'm
plus
just going to
years?
know random questions. Let me put husband-wife questions, and then we'll answer them. How about that?
Sure.
This will be vaguely amusing to somebody, maybe.
Yes.
I was going to get whiteboards.
I can start
and
with
do
the
this.
questions. What's
Okay.
the biggest blessing of my life? You. So.
If you could go one place on vacation, where would you want to go?
I can go with you.
Sure.
And you're going to be perfectly healthy?
Perfectly healthy.
Yosemite?
You said.
Yes.
I knew that.
Okay.
Where's one place I would want to go?
Rum Point.
That's
And Ireland with the island that has the rocks.
We went to Ireland on a home exchange, and I was just talking about this yesterday. I don't know if I'll put in the footage, but I just spoke to myself for about 45 minutes. So I was talking about it yesterday, and we went to the Aran Islands, and one of the islands, I think it was Inisheer, but I could be wrong, the farmers wanted to farm, but they couldn't because of the rocks being on the soil. So they collected the rocks and made fences, so the whole island is very small. And
Well, I mean, by very small, it's amazing the amount of rocks that
sure.
were collected. I mean, I don't care how small the island is. The island's still an island, and there's
Yes.
fences everywhere made of stones.
yes, it's true.
The entire
But
island.
because of its quaintness, and you can only get there by boat, and it being so like off the grid, I loved it. And it had a beach, but the
Yeah.
weather was really cold and rainy.
Yeah, there was some crazy school kids jumping in the water, but other than that, nobody was near the water. It was way
No,
too-
it was really pretty water.
That was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we liked Ireland.
Yeah. But it was probably like, one day out of 10 that might have not had rain.
Yeah, I don't even know if we got a full day.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. I mean, of course we'll go back there if she wants to go back there, and she can, but it's,
Yeah.
this is like, welcome back to Ireland.
Seriously, it's raining so hard.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have hail and tornadoes, so we'll see how intense this gets here.
Get back to my questions.
Okay, what questions do you have?
You're asking me questions. Aren't you asking me questions?
Yes.
Didn't you say you...
Yeah, I thought you meant your questions, like you specifically. Never mind.
Okay.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Oh.
Am I guessing for you, or you're doing it?
You want me to answer what my favorite restaurant would be?
Yeah.
Okay, you can guess. That's fine. That's fine. What my favorite restaurant would be.
Well, besides Dean's Diner, because you already mentioned that.
That's what I had in my head.
Really?
That would be my favorite restaurant because I could go there. I could get a cheeseburger.
I know, but they're one place. Let's say your favorite restaurant in
you're talking about
10
a chain.
miles. No, even in 10 miles from where we live.
Oh, 10 miles from here.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, we haven't.
Like someplace you could actually go. Think of something, because I have something.
If we were actually going out to eat, is that what you're saying?
Or bringing food back to the house, yes.
Bring food back to the house.
Sure, if the restaurant had to go stuff.
Well, see, I mean, it's either, I hate to say something as simple as McDonald's, but that's pretty much what comes to mind. Now, but
you're gonna like my answer.
The next step down was probably just like Cracker Barrel or something because we've never been to Cracker Barrel.
We've been to Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, but not right,
here recently.
Yeah, right, so.
Pizza Hut.
But again, that's not a restaurant.
Yeah, I think they consider themselves a
Well,
restaurant.
I'm saying when you asked me,
Yeah.
I was thinking a place you go in and sit down if you wanted to.
Okay.
You know, like we could go to McDonald's or we could bring it back. But Cracker Barrel is like more like a restaurant. Like you go in, you can't. I mean, you can bring stuff out of it. We've never done that.
No.
But we don't even want to do that anyway,
No.
so it doesn't matter.
No. And I don't have a favorite restaurant. Publix, which is a grocery store.
Well,
but they serve food.
Well, your favorite fries, if they're hot and good,
Oh,
are McDonald's.
McDonald's French fries.
Definitely.
Yeah.
As far as the burgers, you don't care.
Okay. If you could drive one car for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, my goodness. The van that I have currently.
Seriously?
Yeah. If it's one car for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Well, that's the question.
For the rest of my life, yeah.
It'd be our car? It would be a 2008 Chrysler Town and Country minivan.
Well, I mean, I have the seat already drilled for it's far away from this.
He had to move the seat back because of how tall he is.
I do with all of our vans.
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing I know how to do. As far as when I look at the seat, I can tell if I'm able to just take it out and drill new holes. And you don't have to do it not very far. It makes the travel.
You gotta give a tutorial here?
A lot better. Well, I'm just saying because that's the reason I'm thinking. What would I want to? Of course, the first thing that came to my head, what car would you like? Would be a '69 Dodge Daytona for sure. A Hemi car, a '69 Dodge Daytona, Hemi wing car. Of course, I'd want that, but I wouldn't want to drive that every day. You know, because first of all, I'd be afraid people would run into it or something. I would. I mean, so yeah, that would be the car, just the one we have now. You know, and I know you probably think I'd want a truck, but I know that's going to be a lot more gas than what I'm currently. Although it's worth a looking into. You know, so maybe I should rephrase. Maybe a truck is what I'd have.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I thought you were going to go with.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, what would you have? Yeah.
I would have a 1989 Toyota Camry, but I would have all new insides, but I want it to look exactly like the 1980 Camry. That was my first car, and that looks like a very fun car. It looks like retro at this point. I saw one today in hunter green. Mine was, I've had a couple of them. Silver, gray, white.
Like a maroon one.
Maroon. I've had a lot of them. I like that year. So I would have that car.
Well, but that car, you would only want that car for the rest of your life because of the coolness of it? Because isn't the van you're driving now with the doors that open when you go near them and all that, and the heated seats, the heated seats and all that?
I like our car a lot. Yeah, I'd pick our car.
I'm just saying, wouldn't that be better for you to do?
Well, it would be better for my body, yes. But
Yeah.
our car looks a little fancy, even though it's 10 years old.
Okay, we have a 2008 Chrysler Town and Country van.
It's black though, so it does look a little fancy.
We are riding. Don't mess with us, man. Someday we're going to come to you and show you our posse because of the cool cars we drive.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Cheeseburgers. I know that's going to be tough for you to pick one.
Cherries.
Cherries.
Red
She loves
cherries when they're in season. Raw cherries. I love cherries so much.
Could one physically exist on cherries?
Probably not. No.
I, on the other hand, could exist on cheeseburgers the rest of my life.
Yeah, depending on what you put on it, sure.
Well, you know,
you can put an egg on cheeseburger.
Well, no. Well, yes, but I'm just saying, you know, I'm thinking just cheese and ketchup.
Yeah.
And on a bun.
Okay.
If I had that the rest, I wouldn't want to do that. But
okay.
If I had to.
So I pick a raw spinach salad with pistachio nuts, but like cut up pistachio nuts, so they wouldn't be so hard, and cherries.
Oh, so that could be all in one salad.
Sure.
Oh, okay, sure.
But mostly I just want the cherries.
Well, you know my story about the reason why I know I wouldn't want to have one food for the rest of my life. It's because when I went to Japan, I thought that would be cool. Like, I'll just go to McDonald's every day, which I did. And then I even went to Pizza Hut because I even had too much of McDonald's. So I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. When we go to places that have like amazing culture and food and stuff, we go to like Taco Bell or
well,
McDonald's.
We ate, every day in Puerto Rico, we ate at Taco Bell. Every day.
Same thing with Grand Cayman. We ate at a fast food place. We
yes.
ate at KFC.
Yes. We're like, we know what we like.
What is your ideal day?
My ideal day would be playing in the afternoon at some retirement home, one that has a grand piano.
Nice.
Because the one place has a really nice piano, so I like playing there.
I know you do.
Yeah. So, and then come back and go to the beach with you.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Sounds nice.
Yes. And then come home and watch something that we like on together.
Would you order pizza?
Oh yeah. Well, yes, definitely. We'll do that for that special day. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be able to eat it, or I'd break out, which it might be worth it, but.
Yeah, well, hopefully we try to steer away from that for two reasons. Number one, of course, for her. We're so concerned for her. The other thing is, I mean, I will sacrifice and eat the entire lunch thing box or whatever. It's like
dinner box.
Dinner box, yes. You
It's
get
pizza, breadsticks, and cinnamon.
Cinnamon sticks, yes. But to make you feel better, and so nothing happens to you, I will eat that whole thing.
That's nice.
That's my perfect day. What's your perfect day?
My perfect day would be my birthday, which is what we did for my birthday. It would be to get in the car and drive around and find free furniture. I really like doing that. And then I enjoyed the process of like painting it and stuff. But probably if I was feeling up to it, now on my perfect day I have to be feeling perfect. So I would probably want to go volunteer somewhere. I would love to do that again. So like maybe drive around in the morning, and I know you're not like your best at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we wait a little bit.
Yeah. Well, here's what's happening. Here, you're actually, you know, I'm very excited. I'm glad we have time for this because I'm very excited. And she doesn't know, she kind of knows this, but I am really excited and looking forward to her coming tomorrow. She's coming with me tomorrow.
I am.
To hear me sing tomorrow. And it's a place she's never been, but every place I go, I talk about her. And so they know of her. So they'll be excited to see her. And that's very fun. So, so there's a volunteer thing for her built in there because she can talk to those people there. And
I love doing that. We used to manage retirement communities and I loved it. So, hey, tomorrow will be a perfect day.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay. So we're boring. We're gonna say goodbye because our camera battery is dying and I think we've been talking for like 2 hours.
Really?
I have no idea.
Well, we hope your day is blooming with joy. That's our sign off from now. We hope your day is blooming with joy. Right?
I can't hear.
No, that's our sign off.
You're making my teeth
No,
hurt.
that's good. That's a good sign. Yeah.
Yay.
On a certain number, you
Okay,
say
so
something.
what are we doing?
We're going to say, what do we? That's the saying. We have to have a saying. Bloomies for joy. Bloomies for joy.
I just like Bloomies forever.
Bloomies forever. Okay. So I also go on 3. So what we're going to do is it'll be like 1, 2, Bloomies forever. So that is actually on 3.
Okay.
So we're not
going
saying
on
3.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Shouldn't
ready?
our hands be stacked?
Sure, we can stack them. Okay. And then we do like this. Hands in.
I feel like a Power Ranger.
Yeah, well, okay, now we're going to do this better, but it'll be like, okay, Bloomies forever on 3. 1, 2, Bloomies forever. Yeah, like that. What, you don't like it?
Well, I am not keen on it, no.
What part of it don't you like?
That seems a little corny.
Oh, the whole bit? The whole bit, oh, okay. Okay, so then let's go back to something like, hi, Bloomies. We hope your day is blooming with joy.
Okay.
Or something like that.
We're just gonna get started because we've now filmed like 5 minutes and my camera will
5 minutes of hilarity, I might add, that everybody's gonna want to see. I mean, come on. That's why I'm here, right? I'm here for the humorous part, because clearly I serve very little purpose other than that.
That's false.
That's pretty much in general. That's not just here with the Bloomies. That's pretty much all over. Okay.
Okay.
All right.